An important part of preventing the spread of COVID-19 is a multi-layered testing strategy. All students who choose to participate in the fall semester in person will be regularly screened and tested for the SARS-CoV-2 virus. The first step will be to test all students when they arrive on campus. This is called onboard testing. On the date of their move-in, students living on campus will be required to arrive at a testing site to complete their COVID-19 test. Prior to arriving at Tufts, students living off campus will need to register for an arrival date with the Office of Residential Life and Learning so they can schedule the first COVID-19 test that will begin their official testing regimen. Before the initial test, students must update their cell phone number in the Student Information System. Students living off campus will need to update their local address in the Student Information System. This information is required so that they can receive their test results and, if they live on campus, move in without delay. For most students, the arrival testing site will be located at the Gancher Center at 151 College Avenue on the Medford campus. For SMFA students living off campus in the Fenway area, the testing location will be at the 230 Fenway building. When they arrive at the testing center, students will be greeted by an EMT who will assist them. Students will follow a painless 10-step self-administered testing procedure. The first step is to blow your nose and clear it of any particulate matter. Next, use a hand sanitizer and dry completely. Open the package with the swab, being careful to not touch the soft tip with your hands. Leaving the swab in the packaging, remove the cap of the collection tube. Pull the swab out of its packaging, being careful to not touch the soft tip with your hands. Insert the swab into one nostril just until the soft tip is no longer visible. Rotate it in a circle around the inside edge of your nostril at least 3 times. Use the same soft tip to repeat this step in the second nostril 3 times. Put the swab in the collection tube. The soft tip that went into your nose should go into the tube first. Replace the cap of the collection tube. Use hand sanitizer again. And finally, hand the collection tube to the staff member. You can expect the result of your test within 24 hours from the time it reaches the lab. After the onboard test has been completed, you will receive a welcome packet and ID card if needed, a residence hall key, and 100 disposable face masks. After their onboard testing, all students will be tested twice a week as part of the routine testing program through the remainder of the fall semester. Students who test positive for COVID-19 will be moved into special isolation units called the MODS during their recovery. More information on isolation housing and protocols for students who test positive will be provided to those who need it. All students participating in the fall semester in person will be required to quarantine upon arrival. Students living on campus will quarantine in their residence hall. Students living off campus will quarantine in their apartment or house. The initial arrival quarantine period lasts until the first onboard test results are received, which may be up to 24 hours after the test is received by the lab. Students may not leave their bedroom during this time, except to use restroom facilities. Food from the dining halls will be delivered to them. Students coming from out of region are required to quarantine for another 6 to 8 days while they await results of at least 2 additional COVID tests. This is called extended arrival quarantine. During this extended arrival quarantine period, out-of-region students are permitted to pick up food from the dining halls, receive health care, and participate in regular COVID-19 testing. If a student receives at least 3 negative COVID test results during this period, the quarantine is finished. Arrival quarantine is different from the symptom or exposure-based quarantine that some students might experience later in the semester. More information on quarantine will be provided to those who need it. Currently, the state of Massachusetts defines out of region as anywhere except Massachusetts, New Jersey, New York, Connecticut, Vermont, New Hampshire, and Maine. This list is subject to change at any time by the state. Please visit mass.gov for the latest guidance. Students requiring special accommodation should contact Student Services at studentservices@tufts.edu. For more information on plans for the fall 2020 semester, please visit coronavirus.tufts.edu. We thank you for doing your part to keep everyone safe and healthy this fall.